Well, I just love it when I come across these videos. Sometimes these are all on Facebook. Most of them are TikTok. But, you know, sometimes you think, oh, this is boring. And then other days, all these videos come up. This shouldn't be a problem. The same company that owns YouTube owns Facebook. So there shouldn't be a problem here. If they're okay on Facebook, they should be okay on YouTube. But a lot of people are going to places like TikTok because no one's having a go at them there, or stopping their videos, or affecting them, or demonetizing them, or deleting their channels. And I'm going to try, because I think they're very good gems, really. So let's watch these videos. They're very, very interesting.
Yo, family, this timeline is not making any sense. It's not making any sense, fam. This is not the real world. Look, family, this is the Hindenburg, 1937. This is being filmed in 1937. Not only is the HD quality mind-blowing, but look at the city, fam. Remember, this is the Hindenburg, 1937, literally 1 hour before it went down in a blazing inferno over New Jersey. The Hindenburg. This is historical. This is not conspiracy theory, all right? This is live in your face. This is the Hindenburg airship over New York City, 1937. Take away 37 years. You get left with 1900. Minus another year, that's 1899. So get this straight. Let me get this straight. If you took away 87 years, you'd be back in motherfucking 1850. When did they start construction of this city, fam? When did they start building this? Because in the 1800s, there was no such thing as a power tool. There was horses and buggies. There was no power tools, nothing of the sort. Fam, you're looking at 1937, the Empire State Building. Everything is there already. It looks like New York right now. Family, how? When did they start construction? Who built this? Family, you're looking at Tartaria, bro. You're looking at Tartaria. Come on, man, stop playing. The timeline doesn't make any sense. Like I said, 37 years. From 1937, take away 37 years, you get 1900. Minus another 50, that's 1850. Horse and buggy business. That's when they had to start constructing this city for it to be here now. Family, this city did not take no 100 years to build. It did not take no 50 years to build. This is a couple hundred years worth of construction right here. They had to start this in the 1800s, early 1800s, late 1700s. How? What tools did they use to do this? Family, it's all bullshit. This is Tartaria. You're still in Tartaria. Look at these fucking cities. All they did was tear down all the real shit and put up a bunch of flimsy glass buildings and shit. Talking about Twin Towers and all these goofy shits. That's all they did. Put up their brutalistic architecture to cover over what was already there. Fam, the infrastructure was already here. We built this shit. There's no fucking way. When they came to these motherfucking United States of America, these cities was already here. How in the fuck? 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. 1400, 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800, 1900. Who built these cities? You got here in the 1400s. You weren't building it in the 1500s. You weren't building in the 1600s. You definitely weren't building in the 1700s or the 1800s. You didn't have power tools. So when did you start building this? In the 1900s? Well, this is 1937. It took you 37 years to do all this? Anyway, family, more receipts from the source chop. Don't let these monkeys tell you shit. You are literally looking at Tartaria. And this airship you're looking at, the Hindenburg, it's also Tartarian. Let's go, man. Chop, chop. Yeah, so council, they want us to believe that these people who came over with Columbus, these pilgrims and who didn't even know how to plant food, didn't know how to eat an orange, didn't know about seasoning, the most simple basic shit in life they did not know. You want me to believe that they came over here and built all this? They got here in 1492. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? That's a couple hundred years. They didn't even know how to farm. They spent 90% of the time dying before we taught them how to plant fucking food. What are you talking about? Trying to tell me that while you were learning to farm. Simple fucking farm. You were engineering and building these motherfucking cities. You came and stole our shit. Council, it's not that deep. The math isn't even that hard. First power tool invented 1895. And it took a while before everyone got to them. So you mean to tell me from 1900 to 1937, y'all had every city in the United States and around the world built? Man, go take a flying fuck.
You ever been down the Paramount rabbit hole? Yeah, watch these 22 stars go and hover over the waters and then congregate over the Paramount. Para means what? Means breath. Breath means what? Well, breath means spirit, and it hovered over the waters in Genesis. So we have, count them, 22 stars, Paramount, paranormal mountain. What could be the paranormal mountain? Well, I'll tell you what, it's Mount Hermon. What's crazy is, in the book of Enoch, 200 angels fell on Mount Hermon and congregated, and there was 22 leaders that were named. Enoch chapter 6, and you can pause and read, but 200 angels, 22 of those were named, and these are all the angels that fell down and congregated at Mount Hermon to talk about how they were going to basically take over the world with unrighteousness. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'll give you the opportunity to pause and read all of this, because in Enoch chapter 6 through 10, there's some interesting things that I personally feel like speak to what's going on right now. And when it comes to stars, Revelation 9 talks about a star fell from heaven and he was given the key to the bottomless pit. And Revelation 9:11 talks about Apollyon. Mount Hermon means the mountain of the chief. What chief? Could it be that chief star that looked like lightning falling from heaven? Hey, Yeshua saw it. It's so funny that stars, falling stars, are referred to as angels and angels referred to as stars. And you got this Paramount with 22 of these named stars, and the name Hermon meaning devoted to destruction. And in German it means soldier. So this is the mountain of the chief, where 22 soldiers met to talk about destruction. And it's so weird that celebrities are called stars. And there's the Hollywood Walk of Fame with all of these stars that are named. I'm wondering if these fallen angels have inhabited bodies and taken over to bring more destruction to the earth. Because it seems that Hollywood and the music industry, they all promote unrighteousness and ungodliness, and it's like they're trying to spread it across the world. And if this Paramount is paying homage to this situation that happened in the book of Enoch, well, then that would have to mean that they know exactly what they are doing, and they're doing it on purpose. This is just the tip of the iceberg, because every 22 of these leader angels that are named, their names have meanings. They lead the 200 fallen angels that bring unrighteousness to the world. All the evil, the freaking magic, and all this crazy stuff that's going on. Superb owl rituals and all this creepy Masonic ritual. Oh, did you know that Mount Hermon is actually on the 33-degree north longitude? 33. Oh, and 1/3 of the angels fell with Lucifer, and 1/3 out of 100% just so happens to be 33.33%. This is just to get you started. Start going down this rabbit hole. Find out for yourself. Look, they know what they're doing. They're paying homage to these fallen angels because, hey, they might just be the fallen angels. So next time you see a falling star, don't wish upon it.
Is because that original reason that all your computer screens are blue lit, the reason none of them are red lit, the reason none of them pay attention to circadian biology is because that original technology was developed in a government program that Bobby Kennedy knows about, and I happen to know about because I went to medical school at LSU. For those of you who've never heard about Operation Paperclip, you think it's all conspiracy theory. So at Tulane Neurology and Tulane Neurosurgery in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, the CIA started a program there where they would do all these crazy things to monkeys. The CIA wanted to see how they could control things things utilizing different things like drugs and things like that. Where the neurosurgeons got involved, which is my clade, we would drill tops of the heads off, put wires into the thalamus, put electricity in there, and kind of see what kind of behavioral changes we could have. One of the guys that was in that program was a guy named Professor Delgado. When he saw that we could control the behavior with the wired device, he said, what if we do it wirelessly? So he checked it in monkeys and checked it in bulls, and it turned out you can do it wirelessly with RFID chips and semiconductors. Then the CIA took it to the next level. They said, well, since this is electromagnetic radiation, what if we did it through light through screens? And it turns out you can. And that's the reason why all your computer screens have the frequencies they have. So why is this all important? Well, the person that set this meeting up between me and Bobby is the patent attorney that made sure that Google and Meta have those things so they can control the things that we all do. Where did the original idea come from that started off in MKUltra with the CIA? You're going to be surprised when you hear this. It came from the mafia in Las Vegas. They wanted to build a new city in a desert. They enclosed it all, blacked out the windows, invented slot machines that were blue lit. And they found out that they didn't have to take a gun, stick it in your face to steal your money. Then they even got smart. They said, let's give people free alcohol while they're doing that. And they found out they got the money quicker. And that's when the CIA got the idea to start this program. That's really how it started. Isn't that all your computer